Welcome back to another video. We're gonna get right into this. This topic is alive food um versus dead food, as I see by the title. And I'm going to go into what I mean by the alive food and the dead food. I'm going to get straight into it. Make sure y'all drop a like if y'all mess with this video. Appreciate y'all watching my last one, but let's get right into it. I'm gonna explain dead food first. Dead food, what I consider, and not even me consider, like just how it's appearing and like what it's doing to the body, it's technically dead food. So what I would consider dead food would be, um, packaged processed food, especially like typically grown from a lab, mainly because the nutrients, quotations nutrients, the amount that you would get from that from an actual like natural alive food, I'm gonna get into that. It's not the same quantity or quality that the body needs to sustain the energy that is allowing us to function. So consider that dead food. Another form of dead food would be also red meat. Of course, the animal is dead, but also like the process of how it ended up passing on, butchered or slaughtered, like with that type of stress on the animal. You're eating that. You're getting that from that. What happened to the animal into your body? Like you're basically consuming that energy, and also on a physical level, like as far as the types of parasites that are in red meat in general. It's I know there's parasites that can be in like certain veggies, but those are easier to wash off than what's in the red meat. Like you could cook it, burn it, wash it, and it'll still be there. So that says a lot in itself. But that is the breakdown of dead, you know, dead food. And alive food I would consider any like fruits, vegetables, of course not modified fruits or vegetables. Typically I would say an alkaline diet as well. I would put that under like this category of alive food. Basically food that my saying is if it's actually I said reverse. If it's not from the sun, run. And basically saying that like that sun energy, what allows food to be created. There's a difference in the compounds as far as like not only the hydration you get from the food, but also the oxygen that you get from alive food, such as fruits and vegetables and certain trail mix or nuts. But yeah, that's the breakdown as far as like the topic of what is alive and dead food. And let me give you a brief overview. I'm someone who's experimented with both diets. I haven't been just on one side my whole life, and I'm not bashing anyone on either side. This is just a video, me speaking on a topic that I am familiar with, and I'm just dropping value with you guys. Ooh, I had a strange itch right here, but I'm just dropping value for you guys, and going to go into like what alive food and dead food, like what it affects, um, and what I've noticed in my like experience eating both throughout my time being alive. So I'm gonna go with dead food first, and I've had more um hiccups eating dead food, like which is dead energy. I'll get into that in a second. But when I think I was like maybe 14 or 13. It's crazy because this diet I was eating at that time, it falls both in processed and it's dead food because it was meat. So at that time I was eating burgers. I was a burger fanatic, a burger boy, as they say. And at this time, like I remember I was like break from school, like I was like maybe a teenager, early teens, like maybe 13, 14. And it was like Christmas break. And I remember I was eating meat often, like red meat, eating burgers. One of them was Wendy's, which is both processed and red meat. And even beyond that, like when I was eating like pork chops or pork, I always noticed a difference. But like when I was eating that, it had a reaction to my body, which was I had various reactions, but this one's probably the most crucial that woke me up. basically my heart had a it was weakened basically. Like it was there's this part of the heart called an aortic valve, and it basically started having a leakage. And remind you, I was always an active kid. I was never in the house. I was always finding something to do. Um, I would literally miss the bus from school to so I can hang out with friends that stayed by the school, so I can have something to do. But like all that to say, when I was eating that diet, my heart was altered, and I remember I went to a physician, and he just explained that it was a leakage. It was like a tear, and I just remember I would feel discomfort in my that part of the chest, which is where the heart was when I was eating that diet. But fast forward, um, I basically cut back on it to an extent. Like I wasn't as aware as I am now of food when I was like 14, 15. But like I knew I had to make a change because I was almost in a way scared. I'm like, dang, like will I be able to live, or like will I be able to reach adulthood? And gratefully I am in it. But so what I did was I changed my lifestyle. I was more at 14. I was more like active. I just didn't eat that. Really, I didn't do much as far as a huge switch. I just cut back on that meat consumption, and I just was active more. Maybe ate stuff that actually helped my heart more. Uh, Fasting's another good one. I was definitely a kid that fast. I feel like me being active and me fasting when I was a kid, when I wasn't really knowing what fasting was. I was just doing it. That probably helped, you know, induce recovery. So like I did that, and then I got out of that, and I just ever since then, like as I got older, it's something that stood out to me. And also, even when I was growing up before the heart incident, I just explained, like I just would notice a difference when I would be eating like these meat lover pizzas, or like burgers, steak. Like yes, it has minerals, it has vitamins, but like I don't like eating food and I feel sluggish afterwards, or I feel like my heart racing, like I just ate something so like it's heavy on me, like it's so like my body is telling me whoa, like what did you just eat, man? Like we gotta get this out of you. Like and I would feel that like not even just in that instance, like growing up as a kid, like because I grew up in a household where they would make meat dishes. That was just something I noticed even when I was still active as a child. So with that being said, that diet it affected my physicality, my um another thing that can affect is your body odor. Like eating certain foods like red meat or dead food, it can give you a certain scent that you might not get if you wasn't eating that food. Or I ain't gonna say might not, you wouldn't get it because you wouldn't have those compounds in your body, molecular, like your structure, like cells, wouldn't be breaking down that, and it wouldn't be emitting that scent aroma from your diet. So fast forward, that is like that it can affect also like I feel like this is something I experimented with. A lot of people don't speak on this. If you do, or if you have seen someone speak on it, kudos to you. But like it also affects like your mental, like your quality of thoughts, or your focus. Like that's another thing I noticed. Like my thoughts, they were more. It seemed like they were more like sporadic. Like they were more like I wasn't as centered when I was eating like meat, more a heavy meat diet. That like I'm not bashing anyone who eats meat at all, and I'm going to get into that part as far as what people are accustomed to. But like I just noticed a difference in my clarity. I'll say that when I just cut off like that, my energy levels. That's probably also why like my energy levels was more lifted because I shifted to a live food diet. And when the live food diet that I've been on more often than really any meat. Closest I come to meat, maybe be fish. That's not even really meat, like pescatarian. But I would like basically my thoughts would be clear. Like my energy was good. Like another thing, I remember I would go to sleep, and I would incorporate fasting with this as well. Like I would go to sleep, not eat much, but like that alkaline or like a live food diet, and I would probably get like 5 hours, maybe 6 hours of sleep, and feel like I got like a full 8, 9. But when I was eating like the heavy like dead food, like I feel like I needed more sleep. I feel like I was I want to lay down more. Like, you know what I mean? Whereas when I was eating the live food diet, I'm like, oh, I have energy. Let's get up. Let's get to it. Now, on top of my thoughts, like my ideas, my clarity, my focus, it was just way better. And that is a brief, notion on what it affects. Now I do know that, meat has minerals, as I said, nutrients that can help you, get gains, maybe convert certain things. But you can also get that with the live food diet. So in either instance, I'm not bashing either. As I said earlier, this is more just from my experience, like kind of my walk through this. So another thing, why does this matter? Like, why am I even talking about this? Because I want more people. I ain't gonna say I want. You should want this, but I see the value in this. So like, I feel like y'all should like, pay heed to this. And like, hold on, let's see something. Okay, my bad. But like, I feel like y'all should like pay heed to this because like, this is y'all life. Your quality of life is dependent upon your choices and decisions that you uphold every day, and you can maintain something different at, at your will at any moment. So this matters because, like I said, your quality of thoughts, like your energy levels, this is all what's affecting creating your life, your quality of life. So I'm going to speak on the live food side. Let's say you're eating all the right foods. You're doing what you have to do for your body's physiology. Um, you are basically helping your goals actually because you're able to not only function with clarity and have more energy, but also you're able to be more driven to get these things done. Like there's no time to be sluggish. There's no time to procrastinate. There's no time to put something on hold because you have this energy or this idea, and your spirit's telling you like, "What are you doing?" Like I feel like another thing. That's another thing. Your spirit, like soul, like your internal is like it talks to you like it's always present, but it's like the connection. It feels like it's enhanced almost like when I'm on this alive energy type diet. Let me know if anyone can relate, and we'll go into it. But like this matters because it affects your quality of life. It affects your choices. It affects your thoughts. It affects um your goals, your visions, your physicality, like how you look. Like like some people eat a lot of greasy food, they get breakouts, or like people eat a lot of food with estrogen. They don't they're not matching what they are because their diet. Like they're eating food and estrogen, having like breast as a man when you know you can work out, yes, but also if you cut back on this estrogen based food, you'll naturally just have less of that. So like this is why this matters because if you care about getting the best out of your life, best out of your thoughts, making things actually happen. Also this matters to me because I want to see like this more people like live a great life as far as in this physical body experience and also spiritual at the same time. So to get the best out of that, I feel like it can definitely start with diet, what you feed, consume, as far as food, and also like other many other things. But definitely affects you mental and physical. So that's why this matters to me. I hope what I just explained matters to you, or you can find a piece of it that matters to you, if not all of it. And it's like another thing I feel like is very it's very different. Like I'm gonna go into like the side like why some people are on the carnivorous diet and some people are on the vegetarian diet. I feel like it's one thing. One definitely is a choice, and then two, some people have been accustomed to things. So like someone could preach like meat is great all day. And it could be great for them. Like it actually really could be. Like it's giving them the energy they need. They're getting the gains they need. Like they have the energy to tackle the task. But like that's their body's physiology. Like their body biology has been accustomed and groomed to that, whether they've been eating that their whole lives or they choose that. And that's another thing. When you're accustomed is one thing, but also your mental. Like when you believe that this is something that's good for you, like you know in your heart, in your subconscious that this is good for you. I don't know if you heard that because I had the microwave. But like when you know like this is good for you, like you won't hear what no one else has to say. Like even if what the other person is saying is valuable too. Like it's accurate. Like I'm pulling up statistics. Like this person would still not see it as valuable. So that's another thing. Like someone could just be programmed mentally to the point where they're like, oh yeah, this is the way that this is how humans were made to be, and like beliefs, upbringing, like that all affects to why someone would say I'm on this side, like with the dead food, the energy, because they both have benefits. I'm just saying like they both also have certain like results that I'm noticing, and one may have some that you may favor more than the other. So your choice. But with that, we're just speaking collectively. We're not bashing no one. We're just sharing insight on this topic. That's what I do here on this topic. I haven't done a video speaking on food, and I think like the one like last thing, if someone is wanting to transition from the dead food into the alive food, or maybe even balance both. Like maybe you eat meat once a week and the rest you do like a different diet. Me, I just don't do it like all together. I've been experimented. I've had like health testimonies I just explained, and I've like experimented to the point where it's like, okay, to me this makes more sense. But like if you are looking to implement this, I would say start slow. Um, Start 3 days trying an alive food diet. Maybe not even three, maybe a week to really get like a full like how's this working. If you are a person who ate like the other side of the categories of food, and just start there. Like if you like it, you like it. But even beyond if you like it, what's going to help you reach your body goals? What's going to help you in your health? Like what's going to like you have kids? What's going to expand your lifetime? Like what's going to increase the longevity of your life? What's going to bring that youthfulness that you may want or already have and you want to maintain it? So I'm gonna let y'all think about that because the choice to implement is yours. Like I ate meat. Literally, I used to always eat meat, and like every dinner had to have some type of meat. And like to be where I'm at now, it was definitely a shift internally and a choice I had to keep maintain. I could easily go get a burger right now, like it's everywhere. But the choice is yours as far as what you want to do with your flesh and the time that you are in it, because that is another thing. We are not in this bodily experience forever. So with that being said, like what would maximize the most out of your bodily experience? To me, I want to do what's going to energize me, get me closer to spirit, give me clarity and focus. So that's my rant on alive food versus dead food. This video was requested. Shout out to the dude that's requested. I skate with him. Much love. And let me know how y'all like about this video, these topics. I can go deeper into this if y'all want me to speak more on food and food categories and stuff like that. But I appreciate whoever watched. Drop a like, subscribe if you want to see more content. Appreciate any support. And until the next one, y'all get out there, enjoy y'all day, and make sure y'all are making the right choices that align with your vision. Ball and all, I'll see y'all.